Okay, so welcome everyone to Lower Body Strengthening and Balance. So again, today's class, to start off the week, there is a poll. So make sure you input how you're feeling. But again, this class, we start off a little bit lighter. And from here, we'll get a little bit, as the steps increase, then we'll increase as well with the intensity. But today's going to be lower body, which is from our lower back, not just our legs, lower back, all the way to our ankles. And then from there, we'll also incorporate some balance exercises. Not sure why my face is getting cut off. So, okay, I think that's a little bit better. But, okay, so from here, we'll start just with our typical warm up, and then we'll transition to some warm up on the chair as well. So let's start with some neck circles. Let's continue. Hopefully you folks had a good weekend. It is getting warmer, so make sure you're hydrating throughout the day, not just during workouts, but switch directions. Hydrate on the days that you're not working out as well. You're gonna drink. I try to drink close to about a gallon a day of water, but I try to do that throughout the day, not just within an hour or a couple hours. Just want to make sure I'm consistently hydrating. Right, left to right. I'm just gonna take my socks off because I feel like my feet are really warm. Left to right. Now up and down. Again, these are going to be movements that we do for some of our balance exercises. So we just want to make sure that our neck is nice and relaxed as well. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and grab the side of our head, and with the weight of our arm, let that neck stretch out. Switch. And let's loosen up those shoulders, that upper back. I'm going to try to find a couple of new balance exercises, but like I said, we do some for our lower body, which is what we mainly need. And we also want to get some for our upper body, but we do those with the quadruped reverse. It's not like we're going to get up in this class and start doing handstands or any of that sort. So all right, very good. Okay, let's just do some shoulder rotations. So pretty much just bringing my shoulders forward and back without the use of our arms. Right, reverse. Bring that right arm across. All right, we're going to start some trunk rotations. So up here is Yeah, so I had about maybe 3 or 4 folks let me know how many steps they took. So if you haven't, or if you have that information, you could put that on the chat, or you could send me an email later. But I'd like to track down, and then maybe I could share how many steps and combine you did for next week. I mean, for last week. Hopefully, we can continue with that. So, all right, let's go ahead and add circles. So we're gonna go left, cut across, back. Make sure you keep that back straight. Make sure you're breathing. About 2 more on each side. Good job, Debbie. There you go. And I usually try to keep my head aligned with my spine. So again, what I mean by that is if our spine is going downwards, I don't want to have my neck up. I want to make sure it's aligned. So, all right, big hula hoops. So let's go ahead, giant circles. And I'll check the chat periodically. So just make sure it's your hips, you're going out. All right, reverse. All right, very good. Okay, let's do some hip openers. And these we're just gonna go for movement. We'll do some for balance after. So these are just gonna be a little bit quicker, just to get some range of motion on the hip joint. Just alternating toe touches, opening up those hamstrings. Debbie, you look a lot smoother than I do doing these. I'm struggling. I feel like I need some WD-40 on my joints. All right, let's go ahead and find a post, a wall. I'm gonna use my chair. We're gonna do some leg swings. And we're gonna do swinging, on that horizontal plane, or I mean that frontal plane, so just back and forth. We're doing about 15 swings per side. All right, gonna switch. All right, now we're gonna face whatever object we're holding on to and swing across. Keep those joints healthy. All right, we're gonna switch as well. Let's go ahead and switch. All right, very good. Okay, I'm gonna put this away for now. We are gonna be doing a few more. Now, hamstrings. We'll go with we'll go with the quad stretch first. So again, if you need, this is working on our balance as well. So grab that ankle, pull back. If you need to hold on to an object, I'd say just hover your hand over it. Don't depend on that object, just hover your hand. And if you need some balance, then just put your hand down on that. Making a switch. All right, hamstring stretch. So slight bend at the knees, and let's slide our hands down our shins, reaching towards our ankles. Once we've reached, let's go ahead and bring our head towards our knees, our chest towards our knees, and let's continue to breathe. And let's reach a little bit more. Let's bring those knees back. Breathing. And relax back up. Very good. We have a couple more. Hey, Doris. Good morning. All right. Oh, Ursula had a good question. Good morning. So Ursula, she says she swims. So we're gonna do the deep squat stretch right now. So let's drop our glutes down to our heels and just separate our knees with our elbows. Keep that chest upright. You don't want to be slouching forward, just upright. So Ursula says, or asks, how many steps would she calculate for swimming? So, 1 second. So she's asking regarding conversions of that. So for that, I would say typically, you know, I would say if you swim for about an hour, I'm not sure how much you're swimming. Let's just say you swim half an hour. I would say maybe that's like walking anywhere between 2 to 3 miles. And in steps, I would say that's probably who does a lot of steps here. Maybe someone could tell me how many steps they get in when they walk a mile. I'd say maybe like 1,500 steps.
More or less, Julio.
More?
More or less. That's más.
Oh, okay, about 1,500. Yeah. So maybe if you're swimming for half an hour, I'd say maybe for every 10 minutes that you swim could be, close to about 1,000 steps. For every, yeah, I think that's a good one to say. That sounds pretty fair. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get down and do our back stretches right here. Okay. So wrists right below our shoulders, knees right below our hips. We're gonna arch that back, and we're gonna bring our glutes towards our heels, and we're gonna reach forward with our arms. We're gonna hold this for 30 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds. Make sure you're looking down the entire time. Make sure you're breathing. Reset. Now we're gonna shift our body, our hands, not our legs or our knees. We're gonna shift. So I'm in this original position. We're gonna shift about, a couple of steps over. Now I'm off to the side. I'm gonna arch that back and bring those glutes back and reach forward. You should feel a stretch on your left side, your left back, your left ribs. Right, you're gonna switch. So again, we're just gonna shift our hands off to the side, arch that back, bring those glutes back, and now you should feel that stretch on your right ribs, your right back. That. And we're gonna go ahead and find the chair. We're gonna do some stretches with our chair now as well. So just grab that chair and just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Take a little quick water break. About that. Okay, so we got our chair. So our first one that we're gonna be doing is just gonna be just kindly march from here. I'll do the stretches first, and then I'll start incorporating the flexibility and strengthening stuff right now. After we're done with this. Okay. Just switch our back and just lean forward. Go and reset. Do the piriformis stretch. Remember, right leg over that left leg. And we're gonna lean forward. Feel that stretch on the backside. That piriformis. Working that side again. got the knee close to our chest. Switch. Left leg over that right knee. And we're going to lean forward. All right, let's pull that left knee up. So that stretch back here. All right, so now we're gonna do some leg strengthening. So I'm gonna put my hands right below my right hamstring, my right thigh, straighten out this leg, and I'm gonna elevate it as high as I can and slowly bring it back up and down. I'm really trying to keep that leg straight, not trying to bend it too much. I'm at 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, I'm gonna switch legs. Left leg now. Leg is straight. Ready? Okay, up. 1, 2, 3. And control it on the way down to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Awesome. Okay. I'll do some hip mobility right now. So just right, left, right, left. If you have resistance bands, the hoops, the loop ones, you could put those around your thigh. And if you have those, I do prefer if you do these here with those. And again, those you can get at, I really do recommend those because you could do so much with those, really strengthen your glutes, your hip flexors with those. And those are only about, I think $10 maybe, if you could find them at Ross or Marshall's, maybe about 15 or 12 on Amazon, right? Left leg. A few more. All right. Again, we're doing with the chair ones first. Now we're going to do some heel raises. So from here, we're going to go elevating our heels and then dropping them slowly and elevate, drop slowly. Let's do 20 of these. It's for our calf muscles. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one, and 20. I might feel those calves get on fire. Very good. Okay, we've done this one before, and this is gonna be, or actually, let's do the anterior tibialis. So now let's do the toe raises. So keep those toes up, raise them, and then down, up, raise them. Might be a little bit easier without your shoes for these. Might get a little bit more range of motion. So that's right. You should feel this really tensing up your anterior tibialis, which is the muscle right in front of your shin. So about 8 more. Really keep those toes off the ground. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and last one. Okay, very good. All right, let's just work on a little bit of knee flexion. So you could alternate just to work on that knee joint a little bit. And again, working on our balance means that we do need some strong feet. So that's what we're gonna work on next. So if you guys have, we are gonna be using a small rag to do some balance work, but we could also use that small rag to use it to do our picking up exercise. So again, you guys remember this one where we pick up the rag, drop it, fix it with our toes, and pick it up, drop. All right, so let's do 10 pickups and drops on per foot, okay? Ready, begin. So again, just go at your own pace. Everyone's gonna be a little bit different. Everyone's foot strength's a little bit different too. 3, this is working on our arches. If you're flat-footed, this is probably a movement or an exercise you should be doing almost every day, I would recommend. So I'm flat-footed. My footprints look like Donald Duck's footprints. 3 more. You might feel those tendons in your arches getting a little tired. Okay, switch. Try the other foot. Again, we're doing 8 of these per foot. More. Yeah, this left foot's a lot more weaker for me. Last one. Struggling with this foot. All right. Awesome. Okay. And we're gonna
Coach,
do
I have a question.
yes.
So I normally have cramps on my toes,
Uh-huh.
not with this exercise, but do you think that this will help me?
If it's due to tight tendons, yes, I think so. Cramps, there still isn't. It's crazy, but there still isn't. They always say a lack of potassium, dehydration, but sometimes you could have all those things going right for you, and you can still get cramps. But if it's due something where tight tendons are influencing those cramps, and the thing is, cramps do cause your tendons and your muscles to get tighter. So definitely would help with tight calves, tight tendons and muscles. But as far as preventing them, I'm not sure if that's the answer, but it would help kind of, you know, like I said, if those cramps happen to be caused because you have tight tendons, it could definitely help. So, which I think, you know, there is some relation because I have tight calves, and I feel when I do stretch them out, if I'm rolling them, it doesn't happen as much. So yeah, I don't. It wouldn't hurt for sure. It wouldn't hurt. So all right. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and do. This is one that, like I said, as we get older, we need help getting off the chair. But what we're gonna be doing is just standing up from our chair, and if you can, without the use of your hands, even better. But if you feel the need to use your hands, then go ahead and use them. So we don't want to come back from back here and kind of push ourselves. We kind of want to go just from standing here, then back up, back down, back up. Okay, so we're gonna do 15 of these. It doesn't seem like much, but it's pretty much working the same movement as a squat. If you're at the gym and you had a barbell, do the same. You guys ready? 15 of them. There you go. And my feet are pretty close together. They're not that far apart. This is working on our balance too. This could be very easy for some of you guys. It could be a challenge for others, especially if our ankles or if our feet are a little bit on the weaker side. But if you're not using your hands as you're standing up, you're mainly using your quads and your glutes. This is a good test to kind of recognize, you know, if you're lacking strength in any of those areas. All right, 3 more. Last one. Okay, all right, so now we're gonna do one that's a little bit more challenging. For this one, you could definitely use the chair if you need assistance, but we're gonna try and get up with 1 foot at a time. Okay, I know that seems like a lot, but with the help of maybe a little push of your hands, you can do that too. Should look. And then yeah, on the way down, I'm struggling, so just keep your hands off to your side and catch yourself. But that push, that initial push, you're putting a lot of stress on that leg, which is good to develop strength. And if you do a couple with your hands, and once you get that movement down, try it without any of your hands. Here. Yeah, it just takes the movement, getting used to it. Do 2 more. Really good one for strength. Right. That up a little bit. Good job, Debbie. All right. Hopefully no one's held down. Again, if you feel unsafe or uncomfortable, then just use your hands a little bit more. If that's not enough, then just make sure we try the next movement. Okay, so now we're gonna go with the right leg. Ready? So do a couple first ones with the assistance of your hands if you need to. And sometimes the tricky part isn't getting up. It requires a lot of strength, but it's coming back down. All right, let's do 5 more. And I find it useful if I feel like I'm stabbing my heel into the ground. I'm just forcing that heel into the ground. I feel more stable. The last one. Ooh. Very good. All right. If you have a small water bottle, a golf ball, a tennis ball, let's grab it and then let's just kind of work through our arches a little bit. Have this golf ball. You said last time I used a potato. You have a potato, maybe a firm apple that you don't want to eat anymore or something, but let's just roll our arches right on that. Find a spot that's maybe a little bit tender. And if you don't have any of those spots, then great. It means your arches might be a little bit higher. If you don't feel anything at all, you might just have really loose arches, which might mean that you have really, really flat feet, which is the case for me. All right, let's switch. Left foot. Just make sure you cover the entire surface of your foot. Don't just focus on one spot. All right, very good. Okay, I'm gonna put the chair away because now we're gonna transition to some balance work. All right, we're gonna transition and do some balance work. So just show you my screen a little bit more. Okay. So for this one, we're just gonna go ahead and do the Romberg stance. So feet are right next to each other, really simple. If you have great balance, this one might just feel like you're wasting 30 seconds of your life right now, but you're not. It's still working some of those little tendons. So just stand there heel to heel, ankle to ankle. All right, now we're gonna look up and down.
Coach, I'm sorry, I don't understand what you want us to do.
So we're just standing here, our feet are right next to each other. We're just standing and we're looking up and down. It's a balance movement or pose. So like I said, if you have really great balance, this might not seem like it's doing much, but it is working on this stance and on our, this is one of the beginning balance exercises. All right, left to right.
This is my homework from my physical therapist, Coach.
Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. double dip, extra credit. All right, now we're gonna close our eyes. Usually the closing the eyes one is where, you know, most people start feeling little sensations. So let's go ahead and close our eyes for 30 seconds. And now you might notice that you're swaying a little bit more. Maybe you're noticing that you're feeling a little bit more pressure on your forefoot, on your heels, maybe on the left side of your arches. All right, let's open those eyes. Now we're going to incorporate a new one. From here, we're just going to elevate our right foot about 1 inch off the ground, okay? Maybe even 1 centimeter. So I just want your left foot to be making contact with the ground. So my right foot is elevated, it's not touching the ground. All right, let's switch. So plant your right foot on the ground now and elevate that left. You might notice that one foot's definitely weaker than another. Maybe they're the same. Maybe they're both strong and you have great balance on one foot. But we don't want to keep that foot too elevated. We just want to make sure it's here in case we feel like we are falling and you just step down. So. All right, very good. Okay, next one we're gonna do is gonna be our heel walks and our toe walks, okay? So let's go ahead and we're just gonna walk around on our toes. So toes pointing forward. This is an exercise for our calf muscles. So we're gonna spend about 20 seconds with each one. Just right on your toes. All right, let's put those toes in. Toes inward now. Working on the medial side of our calf muscles. All right, let's point the toes out. And now we're going to go on our heels, so heel walks. I'm just going to stay on my yoga mat here. It could be a little bit challenging to walk on your heels barefoot, bone on floor. So this is working our anterior tibialis tendons. All right, go ahead and grab some water. I'm just going to check the chat. Okay, right. Grab some water. Get some strengthening stuff right now as well. And then also, I just got these at Costco. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them, but it's called Liquid IV. And these are, if you have a hard time drinking enough water throughout the day or hydrating, these kind of have those minerals that you might not get from like a hydrating drink like Gatorade or sometimes like water. So it's supposed to be adding that powder into your water. It's supposed to be like hydrating. I think it says like if you're drinking another 2 bottles of water. So I'm drinking that right now since it's getting warmer. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab, so if you need a chair, go ahead and grab the chair. We're gonna do standing Jane Fondas. So pretty much this movement here. And again, I don't wanna be leaning over to the side. I wanna be as upright as possible. And this is working on our hip flexors. And it's also working on our balance. So if you're using a chair, just try to maybe hover your hands over it. So you're not fully depending on that chair. We're also developing some balance strength. We're gonna do about 5 more. All right, we're gonna switch. Legs. Good. 2 more. All right, very good. All right, toe walks. Let's go ahead and do another balance one. So this is gonna be the tandem stance. So for the tandem stance, we're gonna have our right foot in front of our left. We're just gonna stand here, again, 25 to 30 seconds. Right foot in front of our left. Let's continue that. I'm just gonna adjust the camera a little bit. So it shows my face as well. So you guys can see my head movement. So right in front of that left, and then now we're gonna look up and down. Whoa. So up and down. All right, left to right. All right, now we're gonna close our eyes. Open those eyes. Okay, let's raise that right foot again. So now we're on our left foot. Again, just hovering at about an inch off the ground. Okay, put that right foot down. Now let's bring that left foot back. That's behind us, elevated slightly. All right, very good. All right, now we're gonna do the close stance squats. So if you have any dumbbells, any type of heavy equipment, now's a good time to get that. If you don't, then we could start just right off the bat and just use our body weight. But I do have some items. I have my dumbbells here, so I'll use these. So close stance, and what we're gonna be doing is just squatting down. So you can see my posture. I'm just bringing my dumbbells aren't going behind me or in front of me. They're just going straight down. And you can see that my hips are almost coming down like as if I was trying to sit in the chair behind me. We're going to do 12 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to keep your knees together. 7, 2 more. 11, 12. All right, very good. All right, now with the same dumbbells that we have right now, we're going to do RDLs, which is but we're just doing a continuous movement. So slide in at the knees, back up. So I'm gonna do 15 of these. You should feel that stretch on your hamstrings. My feet are close together. A nice stretch in your hamstring. Seven, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay. Put those weights down. Rest the arms a little bit. Don't keep them too far away. We're just putting them down. I want to try a variation of them right now. All right, Milena, I got you. Thank you. All right, so this next one, try to show a little bit more floor. This one is similar, but it's going to be on one foot. So this is working balance and strength. Okay, so again, we were doing this just now. Now we're going to do that with one foot. Okay, so that can be a little bit tricky. So make sure that you control it. Control it back. Okay, this one might be doable without dumbbells. I feel like it helps me having the dumbbells. But let's just try 5 of those. Working on some good mobility, good balance on our ankle and our knee joint. All right, we're gonna switch. We're only doing 5 of these. One. You're breathing. 3, 4, 5. All right. Yeah. That one got me warm real fast. All right. We're gonna do slow high knee march just to work on some balance. So again, we're just gonna be here. Slower is better because slower means that we're on one foot longer. Again, this one isn't for cardio. It's for some mobility and also for some balance work. Good job. More folks are going to be on live. Terry, Josefina, Ella's not here. Melena's gone live a few times. Martha used to go live too last semester, or in the fall, I think. All right. Okay, so Alan sisters, a little bit of balance work. We did the standing Jane Fonda's already. Alternating heels to toes. Okay, so this one's going to be alternating heels to toes. It's the rocking one. So for this one, we're going to be rocking on our heels for our toes. So I'm on my yoga mat because I'm barefoot. Rocking back and forth. Do about 15 more of these. Got 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And done. All right. Very good. Okay. Oh, this is one that we didn't do. This is going to be walk the tightrope. You guys remember? It's almost like a sobriety test. Pretty much is. So left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Getting closer and closer. Don't hit your computer or your phone, and then we're going to go in reverse. Okay. All right, now we're going to try that with having our hands on our hips. Okay, same thing. Ready, begin. And again, slower means more balance. If you're just going fast, you're not really working on your balance. So we want it to be slow. And try to make sure that your feet don't touch each other. All right, and if if you're feeling brave and you're confident that you could do this, we're gonna do this with our eyes closed now, okay? So make sure those steps are a little bit grounded to the floor. Again, if you feel like you're falling, just separate your legs and plant your foot down and you won't fall, okay? Ready? Again, eyes closed. Grab your arms out if you like. And just open your eyes every now and then so you don't run into your laptop. Good job, Debbie. All right. You see those ankles just shaking left and right a little bit more. Okay, very good. Okay, next one we're gonna do is gonna be the circle touches. So for this one, again, remember you're in the center of the clock and we're not doing the round the clock the squats, we're just doing the touches. So remember, there's a 12, 3, 4, and 9. I mean 12, 3, 6, and 9. So we just want to tap with the right, just tap at every circle. We're not really trying to get that slight squat. It's just reaching out, changing your center of gravity. Okay, let's do about 3 more on each for each full circle. 2 more. Last one. All right, left leg, ready. So this is counterclockwise. Okay, go. Let's do 2 more. Last one. All right, very good. Okay, so we did the right foot in front of the left. Now we're gonna go with our left foot in front of our right for the Romberg stance or the tandem stance. Good morning, Nancy. All right, so left foot in front of our right. And we're just gonna stand here for about 25 seconds. And remember, tomorrow is strength and conditioning. So make sure you bring your equipment tomorrow, your dumbbells, if you have plates, do that. Resistance bands, all of that stuff helps. So, all right, we're gonna look left to right. Left, right.
Just total bullshit. In New York, it's like $30. So.
Right now, up and down. And now we're gonna close our eyes. Okay, now we're gonna find a wall and we're gonna do wall sits for a minute, okay? So before we get down on the floor, we're gonna transition to a floor. So find a flat wall. And we've done 40 seconds, but usually everyone does it for a minute. So that's what we're gonna aim for. So again, sit down back on that wall and begin, 1 minute. Okay. Feel those quads, those thighs firming up. Good job. Halfway through, 30 seconds. Keep going. Forty seconds. 10 more, come on. 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. All right. Awesome. That's always a tough one. So get them out on the floor. We're going to do the rest of our stuff on the floor. Water. All right. Oh, check the chat again. Yep, I'll send you the video. Yeah, just send me your email address if you guys need the video link. Quadruped stretches or exercises. So for this one, on our fours, okay, and we're gonna go with donkey kicks. Okay, so here, donkey kicks, do you guys remember those? Up towards the ceiling, hold for about 3 seconds, then back down, up, hold, back down, down. Let's do 3 more. Make sure you're holding for about 2 to 3 seconds. Last one. Good. All right, let's switch. You got leg up. All right, Terry, bye-bye. So easy day. Not too simple, not too little, not too much. Just get the week started. And tomorrow we'll get after it a little bit more. But again, remember for tomorrow's workout, it will work a little bit better with more equipment. All right, very good. Now we're gonna go with fire hydrants. Okay, remember fire hydrants. And again, you wanna hold for about 2 seconds. Then back down. Four more. One more, last one. Switch sides. Ready? There you go. Remember, I'm looking down the entire time, so. Last one. Very good. All right. Next one we're gonna go with, to get the last of our balance ones, we're gonna go with the quadruped balance movement. Okay, so for this one, if you guys remember, again, arc your knees right above underneath your hips, wrists underneath your elbows, and we're gonna go with extending, holding for about 3 seconds, then alternating. So opposite arm with opposite leg, straight line. We're gonna do 10 on each side. 2. That's 3. 4. 5. 7. 5. Yeah, all right. Very good. Very, very good. All right. I have a few other ones. So we're gonna get on our back. We're gonna do the bridge variation. Okay, so this one, remember in a sit-up position. We're in that sit-up position. And we're gonna be bringing our hips off the ground, squeezing those glutes, and back down, okay? We're gonna do 12 of these. Ready? Okay, up, hold, and down. Up, hold, down. That's 2. Up, hold, down. That's 3. Up, hold, down. That's 4. Up, hold, 5. Up, hold, down. 6. Up, hold, unholding, down. 7. Up, hold, down. 8. 2 more. Up, down. 9. Last one. We're gonna hold for 8 seconds. Ready? Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, and 10. All right. We can go ahead and do our clamshells now. Okay, so our clamshells, you guys remember, we are on our side, knee on knee, ankle on ankle, hip on hip, and we're gonna separate at the knees, and then bring them back together. Separate, hold for about 2 to 3 seconds, bring them back together. Continue. Do 4 more. Two more. Last one. Very good. We're gonna switch. Ready? Separate those knees. All right, very good. All right, from here, we're just going to transition to, this is our, where we go back and up. Remember that? So it's almost like a reverse back Jane Fonda. So I have my right leg here. I'm going to bring that right leg back, and then up, and down, and forward. It's really good for your lower back. Ready? Back, up, down, forward, back, up, down, forward, back, up. We're gonna do 6 of these. 4, 5. That's 6. 6 sides. Ready? So you just remember back, up, down, forward, back, up, down, forward, back, up, down, forward. Okay. Very good. All right, from here, we're going to go ahead and do some marching bridges. So for this one, again, we're going to bridge, but then now we're marching. We're holding that bridge, okay? We're going to do that for 30 seconds. Ready? So bridge up. Okay, go, march. So bringing those knees up. Those hips up. 20 more seconds. Good job, Debbie. Good job, ladies. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right. The family's a little tired. Very good. All right. And then since we're down here, we're going to do 2 minutes of core just to finish off before we cool down. Okay. So for core, we're going to do some that are going to incorporate our legs. You ready? So this one, we're going to do scissor kicks. All right, ready? 30 seconds of scissor kicks. 3, 2, 1, okay, go. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Very good. Okay, next one we're going to be doing is going to be hundreds. Okay, so hundreds going to be elevated here, just reclining back. Heels are elevated, and we're just pumping our arms. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, go. Keep going. 15 more seconds. Keep those heels up. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, you have 2 more sets of 30 seconds to complete the 2 minutes we talked about. All right, next one is just going to be in and out. So this next one, we're going to just see where my arms are. We're just going to bring those legs in and out. Okay, 30 seconds of those. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, go. Ten more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Oh, you could feel that on your hip flexors too. Yeah, so core works on your legs as well. All right, last one. We're gonna go with Russian twist. Okay, Russian twist. Moravia's favorite core movement. All right, ready? So we're gonna be here, and we're just going back. All right, Maria. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, go. And if you could elevate those legs, try to elevate them. Yeah, 20 more seconds of these. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Good job. We need you guys moving into core today. Some water, we'll cool down on the day. Good job, ladies. You get your water. All right. How you feeling, Debbie? See? You're young enough for this class. Hey, Ella. How are you? Oh, man. Doris said she did 95,784 steps last week. Nice.
Wow.
Doris, you could have done 5,000 more. Just kidding. No, it's really good. Good job, Doris. Almost at 100K by yourself. That's awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and start. So left heel in, right by. So yeah, so let's try to, if you have your numbers, if you could go back on your device, let's go ahead and take a look at that, and you guys could share that information. Go ahead and switch. All right, stretch, perform the stretch. Right leg over left. Left leg over. Remember, tomorrow, strength and conditioning. Switch. Did anyone do any fun outside activities this weekend? Maybe a long hike, or a long bike ride, a walk?
I went on a hike
Oh,
to
where
Oak Canyon Nature Center.
is that? In
It's in Anaheim Hills.
okay.
It's really beautiful and it's shaded. So this week it's going to be super hot. Although this week, Back Bay, Corundum, those are places to hike because it's going to be so hot. But normally there's a lot of shade. So in the evening, Oak Canyon Nature Center is a beautiful place to go hiking.
How do you access that trailhead?
It's right off of Anaheim Hills Road. So you go up Knoll Canyon. No, it's past Anaheim Hills. So if you go up on Knoll Canyon, if you get off the 55 at Lincoln and you turn eastward and you go up Knoll Canyon Road and you keep going and going until you pass Anaheim Hills Road. And then about a mile or 2 miles past Anaheim Hills Road, there's a golf course.
Okay.
And you turn left. You'll see the sign. It's right by the golf course there. And then you go, and then you can get into the park that way. It's really beautiful.
Oh, nice. Check that out. Anyone else go on some hikes? Yeah, as it gets warmer, probably better to do those walks or activities early in the morning or later in the evening. So let's go ahead and bring both our heels in. And of course, there's nothing like just walking by the beach too. So I like the Bolsa Chica Nature Reserve. It's another spot too. It's just quiet and mellow. Sometimes the boardwalk can be a little bit too much, but yeah, the trails near the beach are always beautiful. Let's go ahead and cross those legs, move forward. All right, bring that right heel in, left leg back, hang back. And switch. And then let's just end with the performance stretch. Really try to get at that. This is one that we should be doing several times a day. And if you're gonna roll on your back, you can do this one for the stretch as well.
And by the way, Oak Canyon has streams and waterfalls, lots of shade. The whole trail is shaded.
Oh wow! How long is the full trail, or at least the one you did?
There are many different trails, so it just depends on
Okay.
where you go. You could do a 20-minute walk. You could do an hour and a half, however long you want.
Oh, nice. You folks
And-
out there near that area should go and take a look.
You it connects to the reservoir, and it might even connect to a couple other trails, but it's pretty cool.
Awesome. And what's the name of it again, Melina?
Oak Canyon Nature Center. Oak Canyon Nature Center. And you can Google it for directions too.
Oh, awesome. All right, I'll take a look, and then let me just end this recording on that note.